Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Millie from Added Chemistry classes. So today I'm going to tell you a very simple method to convert one unit into another, and this method is unit factor method. And in this method we will use some factors called conversion factors. What we are using? Conversion factors. So first of all, let us understand what these conversion factors are. Here I am writing down some of the units and their relationship. That is 1 meter, we know that it is equal to 100 centimeter, and we know that 1 centimeter equals 10 millimeter. Also we know that if we talk about 1 millimeter, it is equal to 1000 micrometer. These are the relationships which can explain the relation between the one unit into another unit. So we are going to use these relations to make a factor, and that factor is called unit factor. Here I am going to explain you why this is called unit factor and how we are going to use it. So here I am writing down 1 meter equals 100 centimeter. What does it mean? It actually means that 1 meter, whenever I take, it is always equal to 100 centimeter. If I write it in a ratio, what is the ratio? 1 meter upon 100 centimeter. How much does it value? It values 1. That is, if I take the ratio in the reverse way, that is 100 centimeter divided by 1 meter, that also value what? 1. So let us understand this unit factor method using one example. I am taking here one question, that is convert 40 centimeter into meter. Now the first thing to observe is, what is our purpose? What we are doing here? Which unit is converting into what? We are converting centimeter into meter here. Okay, so first of all you should write down the relation of centimeter, that is 1 meter equals 100 centimeter, and I'm going to convert it into conversion factor, that is 1 meter divided by 100 centimeter, or the conversion factor is, which is equal to, I can write down equal also, which is equal to 100 centimeter upon 1 meter, which is equal to 1. This is unity. So this is the conversion factor, and we are going to use this conversion factor to convert this 40 centimeter into meter. We are going to multiply this conversion factor with this 40 centimeter in such a way so that the unit which we don't want, what we don't want, here we don't want this centimeter, we want to convert it into meter. We are going to multiply this conversion factor in such a way so that the unit which we don't want will be cancelled out. Just like 40 centimeter, if I multiply it with 1 meter divided by 100 centimeter. So what will happen, as it is a denominator and it is a numerator, this centimeter will cancel out and we will left out with the unit which we want. That is why what is left out, and just because we are multiplying it with the 1 upon 100 centimeter, which is a conversion factor, and this, the value of this is 1, we are not making any changes in the value of this 40 centimeter. So what is left out? 40 meter divided by 100. So the answer will come out with 0.40 meter. So this way we have converted centimeter into meter. 40 centimeter we have converted into the meter. In the same way, if I want to convert, suppose now this time I am taking 40 kilogram and you have to convert it into pounds. So I am going to convert 40 kilogram into pounds. So first of all you need the relationship between the kilogram and the pound. If you know the direct relationship, it is fine. If you know the indirect relationship, you can write it. Suppose as we know that 1 kg is equal to 1000 gram. I am writing down all the relationship related with this, required for this here, and 1 pound equals 453.6 gram. So what I will do is, I will convert this kilogram into gram first, and then I will convert this gram into pound, and this relationship will help me to do that, because I'm going to convert it into the conversion factor That is, the first conversion factor is kilogram upon 1000 gram, which is equals to 1, or 1000 gram divided by kilogram, this is also equals to 1. This is first conversion factor. Second conversion factor is 1 lb divided by 453.6 gram equals to 1, which is always equal to 453.6 gram divided by 1 lb, that is pounds. This is also another conversion factor. Now I am going to multiply this 40 kg which I wanted to convert into the pounds. Now I am going to multiply this 40 kg with these conversion factors to get my desirable unit only, in such a way so that I will cancel out all the units which I don't need and I will left out with the unit which I need. So let us see how I am doing it. I am multiplying 40 kg with conversion factor. First of all, I will convert this kilogram into gram. So this is the relationship, kilogram divided by 1000 gram. What I want to cancel out? Kilogram. So this, I have to take that conversion factor where the kilogram is in denominator. So here it is. So this unit factor I am going to use. So this is what? 1000 gram divided by 1 kg. This I am doing so that I can cancel out the kilogram with kilogram. Now I am going to convert this gram into pounds. Now we know that this is the conversion factor and this is the conversion factor. But I have to select which conversion factor I am going to utilize so that I can cancel out the grams, because I don't need grams, I need pounds. So what I am going to do is I am going to cancel this gram with another gram. So this gram should come as a denominator. So I am using this conversion unit, otherwise this gram will go to the upside and I cannot be cancelled out. I cannot cancel out it. So I am writing down 1 pound divided by 453.6 grams. So this way I can cancel out kilogram with kilogram, gram with gram, and I left out with only pounds. So what is left out? Rest of the things, 40 is left out, multiplied with 1000, multiplied with 1 lb divided by 453.6. That's it. And if we multiply it, we will get our answer, that is 88.300 pounds. So we have converted 40 kgs into pounds. So 40 kg means how many pounds? 88.300 pounds. So this way we are going to use unit factor method to convert one unit into another unit. I hope this video will be helpful for you to understand how to convert one unit into another in a very simple way. The only thing which you require to convert one unit into another unit is the relation of that unit with another unit. Write down the relation first, convert it into the conversion factor, and choose the conversion factor which could be used in such a way so that you can cancel out the unit you don't want. So I hope this will be helpful for you. Thank you.